Chris Lee here in the traffic centers.
If you're planning to travel this weekend across the Triad, you need to be aware of a construction project that might cause you some delays.
Chris Lee is joining us to look at what we know so far.
We have a traffic alert for you if you plan on driving along Highway 52 in Pilot Mountain. Look out for these lane closures. The left lanes on both the north and southbound lanes will be closed as part of the Highway 268 bridge project. DOT says it's accelerating construction by putting 2 crews on the bridge to finish the project in 6 months rather than a full year. And I'm Chris Lee here in the traffic center. There's currently slow traffic in Kernersville on Business 40 westbound at Macy Grove Road. That's due to the right lane being closed and it won't open back up until next Monday. And if you're in Greensboro, expect delays on US 29 at Joe Brown Drive daily through Friday 9 to 4 because of the right lane being shut down there. Let's take a live look at our first traffic camera inside of Greensboro, I-40 at MLK, and things are looking fine here. Over in Winston-Salem, 52 at Rams Drive, some congestion heading south. Stay updated on Twitter at WXII. Chris Lee here in the traffic center. There's minor delays in High Point due to an accident on Wendover Avenue at Penny Road. And in Greensboro tomorrow, expect multiple lane closures on High Point Road. This will be between Beasley Street and Pinecroft Road between 9 and 4 tomorrow. This is for some maintenance work in that area. Let's take a live look inside of Greensboro. I-40 at Freeman Mill Road. Things are moving along just fine. And over in Winston-Salem, the look is on Business 40 at MLK. Looks like there's some congestion headed east. That's normal for this time of the day. We'll have more updates for you in a few minutes.
And Chris Lee here now. So what can folks do to get around this?
Well, it's very easy. You can either use Highway 66 or you could just use I-40, the normal I-40 bypass, to get around this whole closure. It may take you a few extra minutes out of your way, but it'll definitely get you to your destination. Let's take a live look at our first traffic camera right now. This is Greensboro I-40 at Elm Eugene Street. Everything's moving along just fine right now in Greensboro, and in Winston-Salem, no problems to report. As you see, everything's smooth on 52 at I-40. You can always stay updated on Twitter at WXII. And there's 2 daytime closures to let you know about. In Greensboro, Washington Street will be closed between Green Street and Federal Place from 9 until 2. And in Winston-Salem, 1 lane will be closed on 52 South between Ziegler Road and Haynes Mill Road from 9 until 2 as well. Everything's going well on the roads as of right now.
All right. Sounds good. And thank you so much for joining us. Don't forget also on the Today Show today, Dr. Kent Brantley, the American missionary who contracted Ebola. Matt Lauer is interviewing him, so that'll be interesting to hear what he has to say.
And then 7 p.m. is the debate tonight between Kay Hagan and Tom Tillis, so stay tuned for that as well. Thanks for joining us.
Bye-bye.
I'm Chris Lee here in the traffic center. A few early morning incidents to update you about. In Greensboro, Martin Luther King Jr. Boulevard is closed north of I-40 due to a water main break there. Over in Winston-Salem, a tree is down at Wells Street, and this is the live picture there, and this is blocking off the roads as well. We'll keep you guys updated on Twitter at WXII. All right. And coming up in traffic, a sinkhole has a section of Silas Creek Parkway closed. I'll show you how you can avoid this area in just a few minutes. You're watching WXII 12 News. I'm Chris Lee here in the traffic center. Something to look out for later on today in Winston-Salem. The left lane will be closed on 52 South between Haynes Mill Road and Germantown Road from 9 until 2:30, guaranteed to cause some congestion and delays. Our very own William Bottomley is on 52 in Winston-Salem. Things are currently clear and no problems to report. Over in Greensboro, we're looking at I-40 at Elm Eugene Street. Greensboro starting to wake up, but no problems to report on those roads. You can always stay updated on Twitter at WXII. Here's a live look inside of Winston-Salem. Traffic moving at a snail's pace on 52 headed north. This is at Watttown Street. There's an accident up ahead at Rams Drive. And let's take a live look inside of Greensboro. This is our view of I-40 at MLK. Looks like just up ahead as traffic is heading west is starting to slow down. I'm Chris Lee here in the traffic center. There's slow traffic elsewhere in Greensboro on 29 southbound at Lee Street due to an accident there. I'll keep everyone updated on Twitter at WXI. Here's a live look inside of Greensboro, I-40 at Elm Eugene Street. Looks like there's still a little bit of congestion in the far right lane headed eastbound, but everyone else seems to be moving along just fine. In Winston-Salem, here's our look at Business 40 at Main Street. Looks like there's a minor accident in that left lane headed east, which is impacting traffic right now. I'm Chris Lee here in the traffic center, and in Lexington, expect some nighttime closures along I-85 between Business 85 and Cotton Grove Road until October 12th. More updates for you at 6 o'clock. I'm Chris Lee here in the traffic center in Winston-Salem. A sinkhole has the eastbound lanes of Solids Creek Parkway closed between Haynes Mall Boulevard and Bolton Street. Now, if you want to get around this, you can take Haynes Mall Boulevard to I-40, or if you get into the area, there are detours posted that help you get around this. Let's take a live look at our first traffic camera inside of Winston-Salem. Congestion headed north due to an accident on 52 at Rams Drive. And in Greensboro, we're looking at I-40 at Business 85. No problems to report in Greensboro. You can always stay updated on Twitter at WXII.
If you're planning to travel this weekend across the Triad, you need to be aware of a construction project that might cause you some delays.
Chris Lee is joining us to look at what we know so far.
Drivers using Business 40 this weekend will run into an inconvenient closure, but the opening of the new Macy Grove Road Bridge will make their daily commutes even more convenient. Over the past few weeks, drivers have experienced congestion and closures along Business 40 due to construction. Friday night at 10, Business 40 will shut down in both directions between Greensboro and Highway 66 in Kernersville. This is for the Macy Grove Road Improvement Project, which will widen and extend the street along with creating a new interchange with Business 40. This road work is expected to ease traffic along Business 40 and other interchanges within Kernersville, making commutes easier. The closure is expected to open back up on Monday morning, just in time for the new work week. In Kernersville, I'm Chris Lee, WXII 12 News. In 1995, I was 9 years old and my little sister was 7, and we discovered the Brady Bunch movie. It was awesome to us because we loved the cheesiness of it, the dancing, the singing, and even the threads. It was awesome to us. And our parents were like, you know, this came on in the 70s when we were your age. So we went back and we watched some of the old Brady Bunch shows, and it was just as corny, cheesy, and awesome as the movie. And I can't wait to watch it on MeTV. I'm Chris Lee, and I love MeTV.